What's up, everybody?
Well, we are making this video so you out there watching cannot make the same very expensive mistake that we made.
Yeah.
This mistake cost us thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars, yes. And not to mention a big headache.
Oh, we'll get into that. But we didn't do anything wrong. Really, nobody did anything wrong. It's just something we didn't know about. And watch this video and we're going to tell you how to fix this problem so it doesn't happen to you. So basically, little backstory. We have bought 2 RVs in our life. We bought Ellie one, and we bought her, and that was a
2021 Thor Gemini 23 TW.
And we bought that in Texas. And the dealership in Texas, we did all of our paperwork.
Fantastic job.
So easy to work
Number
with.
1 dealer in the world. Was it
Motorhome
Specialist?
Great to work with. So we did all of our paperwork on site, very easy. They mailed a packet to the state of Louisiana, where we live, and in that packet had all the paperwork needed and a check made payable to the state of Louisiana for the sales tax that was collected at the time of purchase.
Nice and easy.
Easy peasy. Everything was done and our vehicle was registered in the state of Louisiana, not the state of Texas.
Flawless transition, flawless registration.
Fast forward to us trading in LA1 and buying our Winnebago Travato. This was an impulse buy. Well, they aren't all RVs impulse buys, but it was an impulse buy. We were in Tucson, Arizona, and just said, hey, let's go look at the vans. And we ended up buying one.
Yeah.
Well, what we didn't know, let me take a step back. So we had bought an RV out of state before. Didn't think we were going to have any problems buying another RV out of state, even though it was a different state. Here's where the problem came in, okay? Did all of our paperwork. Everything seemed fine. They collected our sales tax.
The process of the in and out was smooth and flawless. La Mesa RV did a fantastic job there, but they just forgot to tell us, oh, by the way...
They registered our van in Arizona.
Yeah.
They paid the sales tax to the state of Arizona. If we lived in Arizona, this wouldn't be a problem. But we live in Louisiana, and it is a problem. A big, very expensive problem.
Huge.
So when we went to the DMV in Louisiana to register our van, just like we did the first time, they said, oh, well, we need this. It's like, okay, let me gather the information. So number 1, no packet was sent. All right, so we had to gather everything ourselves. No problem. I can gather information. And come to find out, there was a title created in Arizona. Again, I'm thinking, all right, we just need a copy of the title so it can get transferred to Louisiana. Nope, not so easy. This took months for us to get the certified copy of the title from Arizona. We get that. We have all of our paperwork. We take it to the state of Louisiana.
Our temp tag is expiring, so we had to extend that for another month.
Yes, we had to do all of that.
So that we're legal to drive.
This has been a process. So we go and bring all of our paperwork, and they're like, okay, that's going to be right at $5,000. Like, excuse me? It should just cost a couple $100s to register a vehicle. Yeah. Oh, no. You have to pay taxes in Louisiana. I was like, no, we paid state tax. We paid sales tax. And they searched out of the paperwork, and it says our sales tax was based on the Louisiana sales tax rate. But it was paid to Arizona.
It was paid to Arizona.
So...
Can you imagine?
We leave the DMV, and I call the dealership and say, hey, what do we do? You paid our taxes to the wrong state. And they're like, well, this is how we do it. What do you mean this is how we do it? We don't live in Arizona. We live in Louisiana. We need to register our van in Louisiana. And they said, well, that's how we do it. If your state's going to charge extra taxes.
Well, they played games with us for a little while, and we're like, oh, we talked to the salesman. We talked to like 5 or 6 different people. Finally, we got to the right person. Some people tried to help us, but they didn't really know how to help us. So we got tossed around, and then finally we ended up with the lady who handles this, and she was basically like, look, this is just the way it is. There's nothing that you're going to say or do that's going to change it. This is how we do it here at La Mesa RV in Arizona.
Right. So after, this drew out for months because I was like, there's no way we're paying an extra $5,000 in taxes. We've already paid. We don't have $5,000 just sitting around to pay an extra tax bill because they wanted that money up front. It wasn't like adding it to the finance plan or anything.
So we're like, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? There's got to be a way around this.
So we got another extension on our temp tag while we were trying to figure out how we're going to come up with $5,000 or how we can get out of this.
So we could enjoy our van.
Right.
Because at that point, we weren't enjoying the whole process.
I know. It really put a damper on the enjoyment of our new RV dealing with all of this.
Yeah.
So finally, we're just like, okay, it is what it is. Louisiana is not going to register our van until we pay more sales tax. What do we do?
Helicopter. We're very close to Camp Pendleton. We are in Oceanside right now, right here on Pacific Highway.
There's the
ocean's right there. The helicopters are floating overhead, ships everywhere. Beautiful day on the beach. Not many people out. So we were like, hey, let's chill out here for a little while.
So I get all the way up to like corporate customer service at La Mesa and it's like, look, I need some help. What do I do? And they said, well, we have, Arizona, a reciprocal agreement with the state of Louisiana. They should honor the fact that you paid taxes, but we kept them here in Arizona. Your state should honor that. And they printed out something for me that says Louisiana is in reciprocal agreement with Arizona. And I'm thinking, yes, don't have to pay taxes. We go back to the DMV and they're like, no, I don't care what that piece of paper says, you're paying taxes. Long story short, we had to pay the taxes. If we wanted our van registered in the state of Louisiana, we had to pay the taxes. So the lesson in all of this is if you're going to buy an RV out of your state, make sure they do not title it in the state you buy it in.
Check up front. Get that out of the way
Yes.
so you don't have any issues at the end because by that time it's just too late.
Yeah, at our point, it was too late to do anything. In hindsight, we went back through all the paperwork and there was a little disclaimer in there that said that a title would be created in the state of Arizona. But we didn't know what that meant. We didn't know that meant that we were going to go through all of this. Right. And it never said that they were going to pay the taxes to the state of Arizona.
And they never explained that we were going to have to pay taxes there.
No.
So
don't do what we did. Buy a vehicle out of state. That's fine.
Or they never said that we were going to have to pay taxes twice.
No, they didn't.
They knew we were going to have to do that.
Well, they played the you shouldn't have to card,
but they knew.
Yeah.
So that left a really bad taste in our mouth.
It did.
With La Mesa RV in Tucson.
Yeah,
so,
the buying process was great with them. Loved the van, but yeah.
But then we moved to Pineville. We moved across the river. And we went to the Pineville DMV, and they were able to help us out a little bit. They saved us a lot of money.
So basically, the DMV in Alexandria was saying because the trade-in credit was taken in Arizona, we could not get the trade-in credit again and had to pay sales tax on the entire cost of the van, which was around $5,000. What we paid in sales tax was around $1,200 because we did have a trade-in and had already paid taxes on the value of the original RV. But when we went to Pineville DMV, they said, no, they were wrong. You only need to pay the same amount of sales tax that you paid to Arizona to Louisiana. So we did have to pay $1,200 in sales tax, which is still ridiculous, shouldn't have happened. But at least it wasn't $5,000.
Big difference. A really big difference. I mean, it was bad enough we had to pay that, but I was much happier that we only had to pay that instead of the $5,000.
I know, that's the funny thing, is that we're like, yes, we only had to pay $1,200. We shouldn't
More.
have had to pay $1,200 at all.
$1,200 more.
I know.
So this girl here, man, she's had some taxes paid on her, y'all.
Yes, she has.
But she's been good, luckily. She's been a good girl.
She's been a great fan. We love it.
Ellie is a good girl. So anyway, yeah, be careful. Make sure that this doesn't happen to you by checking up front. Ask the questions up front. Get it out of the way so you don't find yourself in the same situation that we were in.
I know. And,
shocked.
Oh, ridiculous.
And then broke afterwards.
Yeah, having to come up with an extra $1,200 was not fun.
Especially after you spent all the money you did to, trade in and,
right.
and you increase your notes and, you want a new van and all the expenses that come along with that. And then you get hit with that. Not cool. Not cool, y'all. But anyway, that is done. And we just felt like we wanted to make this video for all of you so that you don't make that same mistake. So.
Yeah, and leave a comment down below if you ever had anything happen to you in buying an RV or a vehicle that you weren't aware of at the time. Curious to hear other people's stories, and that way we can educate everyone together.
That's right. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and the notification bell. We post videos weekly. We'd love to have you guys. We'll see you later.
Take a look at our beautiful location here in California.
Oh, yeah.